Hi, friends.
Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Nick.
Hi. Glad to be back.
Thanks for coming back.
Oh, thanks for having me back. I
Yes.
saw your post, and I'm like, well, obviously.
My call for help?
Yeah, your call for help.
So what happened was I was hanging out at my cousin's house for my nephew's birthday. Got a little bit too late. He's one of the people that I definitely want to come on here because he came here when he was I'm gonna let him tell it because I don't fully remember, but I know it's a very impressive story because now like he has a house in Lancaster with a beautiful family. Yeah, no, he's great.
You had me at he's got a house.
Exactly. Point. That's it. Just period on that. But yeah, shit ended up happening as it does, and we just had to pivot.
You roll with the punches. That's what life's all about.
Yes, we do. And Nick came to my saving grace. Is that the phrase?
I think so.
Wrong.
I think so. Anyway. But it's good to be back. I take pride in knowing I was the first guest on this podcast, and I'm humble enough to admit it, but I'm self-absorbent enough to say that I set the trend. So
you did, and you came back again because we needed another bitch and a beer. It's been It's been like 15, 13 episodes since the last one. It's been like what, 2 months?
At least
3.
Maybe a little more.
Been a while.
Maybe a little more. We had some Guinness. It was great.
Oh, yeah. And then we came late to if this episode's short, it's because we were late. We were already like pre-gaming at a bar. And then we were like, oh, fuck, we gotta
go. Because once you get going with Bitch and a Bear, you don't stop. Highly recommend it.
Yeah. So,
highly recommend it.
It's very helpful.
It was long overdue. And it's good to be back. It's good to see you again.
On that note, we have 60 men over here.
Ooh.
It's very warm. Do you feel it? It's been in my car.
I do feel it, but you know what? That makes it all the better.
Oof. A little, what is it, like the warm cider that Polly and Christine make?
Yeah, exactly. You tell me when. This one's yours.
Good. Oh, why?
What? No? You're gonna make me...
No, that's perfect.
Okay. I was like, you're going to make me drink all by myself?
No.
I didn't think so. Who are you? And what have you... Is this still Hi, Ruth?
You know what? Maybe that brings up what Colin was talking about, not being used to people being nice to me. I'm like,
hey.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll take tips on how to be toxic. I got to learn how to be toxic.
Jesus Christ.
Toxicity wins.
That entered my lungs before it touched my tongue.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what I was saying.
Oh, no. What were you saying?
I was talking about how I need to learn how to be toxic. Toxicity wins. No, it does. No. It does. It absolutely does.
But not for the reasons you wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry. A win's a win.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But no.
So I'll take suggestions. Leave comments down below on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. Leave comments down below. Toxic summer.
How can Nick be healthily toxic?
Toxic fall. Listen.
What? Toxic fall? What is that?
Because brat girl summer's over.
That didn't last long. What came about? Demure came around.
Oh, that's it. Okay. This is what we can talk about. This is what we can discuss.
Tell me what grinds your gears, Nick.
You want to know what grinds my gears? Yeah. This grinds my gears. Well, first of all, you got to explain both of these to me. Demure and brat girl summer. What are either of these things?
I don't know. I'm assuming.
3 months ago, not even 3 months ago, not that long ago, nobody was saying these things. Nobody was.
No, that's how trends work. They come and go.
Pisses me off.
People want to fucking just jump onto some shit because it's fun and because other people laugh at it. It's an inside joke. And if you don't get in on the inside joke, that's fine. You just wait for it to pass and then the next one will come.
I just...
Let it happen. If it makes these people happy, fuck it.
I want people to be happy.
I was really over it too, though, because every fucking influencer was like making a little thing about it, and then people were posting about it. It's like, is it really? Do we want this?
I don't even know what it is.
I'm not about it.
What is it?
That's not my lifestyle. I'd love to be it.
But what is it?
But I'm not it. Oh. I don't know, like being mindful. What is it? Very classy, very mindful, very, very demure.
Oh, demure.
Yeah. What do you think
I thought we were starting with brat. Sorry.
Oh,
I
brat.
should have made that more clear.
Okay, we're starting with brat. Brat, what I would assume is Hot Girl Summer just revamped.
To what?
A brat.
We just boiled down the thing that we already know and
it's the same vibe. That's all you gotta know.
Pissing me off.
Same vibe. Why?
Because
how is it affecting you?
Yeah, I'll tell you how it's affecting me. Because nobody.
wait.
It's language. It's language. It's how we communicate. Nobody was using this word in this style months ago, not that long ago, and now all of a sudden we're supposed to just hop on the bah, bah, sheep, bah. Y'all just hop on this trend like a bunch of sheep.
Okay, I don't know what's on your algorithm, but I haven't heard a lot of people use Brad Summer as much as they used the other one.
On my the dating apps that I partake in every now and then. Every third or fourth profile is brat girl summer. I'm just like, which is fine. Like, listen, whatever it represents, I'm here for it. I just don't know.
I haven't listened to her album, so I can't say for sure, but that's why I'm assuming.
What album?
It's same.
What album?
Charlie, what's her face? X something. She's
she's the British singer, right?
She came out with a new album called Brat.
Oh. You gotta explain.
Okay, I thought you were aware.
I'm not aware of anything. You gotta explain this like I'm the 60-year-old grandpa because that's exactly what I am.
Let's
mentally.
do this because I haven't heard her album either. I say we play one song and see what the fuck happened.
You know what song? Oh, was it? Oh no, it was both her and Billie Eilish. That song, Guess.
That one's fun though.
That was a cool one.
I fuck with that.
That was a fun song. I danced along with it. It was fun.
Hot Girl Summer revamped.
But that's Guess. It's not Brat.
But it's her album.
Oh, it's part of the same album.
I don't know anything. I mean, Jack. This is what happens when we get old. We're just confused and angry.
That's what happens when you're a sheep.
Damn kids.
Sheep. All of you.
This is what you sound like. Just shake your fist.
That's exactly. Old man yelling at clouds. That's me. Mentally, emotionally, that's what I am. You gotta explain this stuff to me like I'm that.
This is her album, Brat. Well, okay, what do we...
It's literally that.
Pick a song. 360, Club Classics, Sympathy is a Knife, I Might Say Something Stupid, Talk Talk, Von Dutch, Everything is Romantic, Rewind, So Girl, So Confusing, Apple, B2B, this is a long album, Mean Girls, I Think About It All the Time, 365, where's 360? 360's up top, 365's at the bottom.
There's no song that is about Brat in the Brat album?
It's called Brat.
Right, but there's no song titled Brat within the album called Brat.
Negative. But I assume it might be B2B? Or is that just Be Right Back? I can't.
B2B.
No, that's BRB. Oh,
yeah.
I feel terrible.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
We're gonna kids.
I want to do it. What's the one? I
360.
think about it all the time. Oh, 360.
Okay. No. This is your show. Your rules. I'm living in it.
Do you think we might get flagged? Might I get flagged for this? I don't care. No one's listening to my shit.
Charlie might.
Listen to it. And it... can we skip? I'm not mad at it, but it's also not my cup of tea. That's why I don't get it. Okay, this is just not for me, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be. Okay, see, girls are just going out.
Okay.
That's what it is.
That's fine. Like, I get...
And we can't be stopped.
Listen, totally fine, totally cool.
So
but to use the word that was never used like that,
no.
Like, it's not what the word means.
You know what, though? It's because girls have a really close relation to the Bratz dolls.
Bratz dolls.
See, you just don't get it. The Bratz dolls were hot. Those were the it girls before.
The lip filler dolls.
Yes, with the giant eyes, the hot outfits.
Right. I forgot about those.
They've become into real people, and they're out there now. Get with it, Nick.
I feel like, what do you mean get with it? We just figured this out right here, right now. We just puzzled all of this together. What do you mean get with it? Don't give me that.
I'm like, I'm hip. I've been with it,
Nick. You're that Steve Buscemi meme with the skateboard in the backwards hat. Hello, fellow teenagers. Jeez. I own up to not knowing. And I own up to being mad about it.
But then when I find out, I'm like, duh. I'm making a mess.
Bah.
Anyway. Okay, so Brat Summer, we
So-
figured that out.
Demure?
That's
What's the
another
other
thing.
one?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it demure?
I just heard about this just now.
Demure.
I don't know. I don't know anything. Explain this again like I'm your 60-year-old grandpa, because that's what I am mentally and emotionally.
Yeah, classy women who are mindful and are not obnoxious, what I assume.
Okay.
And then I see other reels or videos of like chicks being like, see how I saw one where it's like, see how I'm gonna go to the food stamp place? Very Bronx, very fuck you, very I'm struggling, not demure bitch. And I fuck with that. Because, like, who's got the time to be mindful? I mean, yes, you don't want to fuck other people.
Very food stamp. Very I'm struggling. Very ain't got time for that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. All right.
Did we learn something today?
I think so. I think we did. You and I definitely both learned the first thing together.
We did.
That
I
we
like
just puzzled together. The other one, if you guys have a better insight on all this, please offer your insight.
Also, if we're both very wrong, please let us know.
No.
No, like, fuck you. I don't
No,
wanna.
don't let us know.
Why not?
Because
I don't want to have the wrong information.
I do. Fuck it. You're looking at the new toxic me. Like I was saying, I'm learning how to be toxic.
What's new?
I'm starting with this.
What's new?
Toxicity.
Why?
Because
what?
Because toxicity wins.
Oh, no, Nick.
I'm starting with
Don't let the darkness win.
Oh, it's gonna win.
Why?
It's gonna win. I'm ready to be somebody's project. I could be fixed. Help me.
You're so like you so don't even have a problem though.
I
How
know.
would
Let's
you?
be
You're
honest.
like-
I'm the most. I make squares look square.
You make the normal ones feel like they got something wrong going on with
I don't say that to be like self-absorbent. I'm self-aware enough to know it's just like if I'm anything
You're
like I'm
just
joking to be, I'm
considerate.
really pushing it.
We're starting off strong. I'm telling you, it's the Guinness, man. We
starting off
started
strong here. Starting off real strong here.
but wait, bitch and a beer. So we bitched about the culture for a little bit.
We definitely did.
But
Discussed it for sure.
I want to follow up on that first episode because you said some changes were happening.
Oh yes,
in your life.
That's right.
And that was fucking weeks ago.
It was, yeah.
So how's it going?
Great.
Is
Next.
it what you expected?
No,
Is
I'm
it
kidding.
better? You can absolutely
no, it's totally
skip.
fine. It's good. No, it's been great. It's totally been fine. It was a good it was not that the circumstances I was in before were bad or unhealthy in any way, shape, or form. But it's one of those rare opportunities where you get to, I guess, start fresh. You know, you get to, clean slate. This is yours now. Do with it what you will. And it's been good.
What'd you do with it? That was different from what you were before.
I'm picking up things that normally I wouldn't have done or didn't always have the opportunity to do. So always learning, always expanding my knowledge, growing into what I know I'm capable of becoming bit by bit. Bit by
At your
bit.
own pace.
At my own pace. Everyone has their pace,
Yeah.
I feel. And I certainly do.
Yeah.
And that's been happening, and it's been really good. It's been really, really good. I definitely miss my older circumstance, for sure. There was nothing wrong with it at all, by any means. I miss it a lot, but this alternative route that was presented to me has offered a lot of opportunities that I have been very blessed to have taken advantage of. And it's been great.
Yay.
It's been really, really good.
Here.
I'd explain what it is, but not everyone may know what it is or may understand or care. Nobody cares.
No.
But I keep it anonymous to, I don't know, anyone who may not know us or what we do exactly.
Yeah.
can kind of puzzle it into whatever else they feel like they could plug it in their life as well.
Sure.
So an opportunity comes up that you didn't see coming, go for it. Take it.
Don't be afraid of change.
Yeah.
Change can be good.
Change can be a good thing.
Change could be whatever you want it to be. Anything
Change-
could be anything you want it to be. It just depends on how you look at it.
I feel like we talked about that too, how change is
Change.
very scary.
It's terrifying. I mean, anything new and out of your comfort zone is terrifying. I mean, I just told you what the fuck I did today.
Yeah.
And that you saw it in my face right away. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
ah.
The body's still in my trunk.
We still got to go bury this shit after. Don't get too drunk.
Remember Goodfellas when they're having dinner with the... Yeah. Ma, I got to borrow this knife. But no, change, it's been good. What about yourself?
I have a lot of changes going on. You know me, though. I do the most all the time.
You do.
I tire myself out, too. But I can't help it. I'm just on the go.
That's a good thing.
And I realized I just have all this energy fucking going on. I'm still trying to learn it and manipulate it and figure out why I get sleepy some days, why I have the most energy on other days. And I feel like I'm getting closer to cracking the code. I've become more in tune with my menstrual cycle because that also fucking plays a huge part into my emotion. I've been talking about that for like the last 4 episodes. 3 or 4. Some haven't come out yet. That's why you guys don't know about it yet. But I'm just talking about it. But then also
The periodic table, am I right?
Boo.
Screw you. That was funny. If I may ask,
Yes.
and this is a serious question. When you say that what you just said, I don't remember the exact words because, you know,
It's a lot.
when you say getting more in tune with it, what do you mean by that?
Because
Explain this to my caveman male mind.
well, growing up, just imagine somebody telling you, hey, you're going to bleed once a month. And then there's just like an ongoing joke around the world of like, oh, yeah, women are bitchier in their periods. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I am on my period, then I'd be like, oh, I'm going to be in a bitchy mood. Or beforehand, I'd be like, oh, that's why I'm like so more irritable beforehand. And then this would happen. But now I realize it's not just something that comes once a month. It's something that's happening to me all the fucking time.
Sure.
There is no break. I am just a part of it. It is a part of me.
Sure.
I thought it was just something that fucking happened, like a flu every fucking whenever the seasons change and shit. But no, like it is even when I don't have it, it is affecting me. My reproductive fucking system is affecting me, and it's annoying because I just want to exist. I don't know if it's my ADHD brain where it's like, why does life have to be so hard?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have to try extra hard just to have like a normal life? And that's kind of something I've always had in my head. But yeah, so kind of changing the perspective of it being a small portion of my life to it being my life, the whole thing. Is a new transition that I'm getting into, and it's helped a lot. It's just helped me prepare. Now it's just like looking at the weather app. Honestly,
they have apps for it.
And
I've seen them.
I have it, and it's so much fun to look at. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's really pretty. And
The last time I saw one, there was like a little flower.
Do you want to see it? Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, let's see it. Bring it on.
You know what's great though is that you can literally share your cycle with your partners. You can like be like, "Hey, connect to my app," and then you can see when I'm going to be a bitch and when you need to leave me alone.
It's like the My Fitness app.
Sure.
Like I use My Fitness.
Okay, look. Okay, so that red cycle, period cycle, isn't it pretty? Okay,
this is awesome.
Isn't it great? So right after those red moons,
yes,
is when I'm at my motherfucking peak. Is when nobody can stop me.
No one can
is when
stop
I have
me.
the most energy.
That's
and I'm
Brat Girl
willing
Summer
to,
right there.
That's Brat Girl Summer.
Okay, got it.
And then this is that Billie Eilish stage where you're a little sad, but also fuck you. And then this one's that fully depressive state where you're just kind of in the what's a depressive band?
Nick Sandoval.
Damn it. But yeah, you get it. And then this is ragey heavy metal music. So these are the vibes I have to fucking just follow. And
this is fantastic.
Kind of like release my fucking, what is it? Let go and let God. But this time it's like let go, let period. I don't know.
I'll be honest here. This is probably the most honest discussion. Like, in all seriousness, like we joke back and forth, obviously, but this is like the most I've ever talked about this.
Yes.
And so openly too.
Isn't it great? The moment I got this app and I started understanding how it like is working with myself, it's no longer this taboo subject. It's no longer this like, oh, I have my period.
Yeah.
I'm gross and bleeding. Like, yeah, no shit. That's gonna
Right.
fucking happen. But now it's like there's so many more other factors.
Well, it's at least from my perspective as a man, the women I've had in my life, like obviously it was there, but I never quite knew. Not that I ever felt like I couldn't ask, but it was one of those things where it's just like, how do I didn't even know how to approach it. You know, like
Well,
I have questions, but I'm so worried about making things uncomfortable by
Yeah.
pointing out anything about anything.
well, what's
Like I don't want to
yeah.
I don't want anything to deter anything else in any way, shape, or form. So
Mhm.
like when she would tell me, my past girlfriends
Mhm.
or the women in my life would tell me like oh, it's happening now. It was just like, okay, cool, like got it, and that was pretty much it.
See you in 2 weeks.
Cheers.
Yeah.
No, not like that. But
Yeah.
but you saying what you just said a moment ago, like getting in tune with it, like is it always like a journey of self-discovery? Like are things ever changing? My
Well,
caveman mind. I'm sorry.
Here's, I guess, if you don't have people because people going through my ADHD thing, right? Of everybody, whenever I would tell them, whenever I have like my anxiety is peaking higher or my
Sure.
depression's a little bit higher, they always ask me, "Oh, when was your last cycle?" And I again just put that with, "Oh, it's just this small period of when I'm gonna get emotional." But in my head, I'm like, "Oh no, that was so long ago, or it's not that close, it's not related." But now I'm like, "Oh yeah, and what part of the cycle am I in? Is it the anxious building stage? Is it the depression part stage?"
Mm.
And so, oh, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, even then, when they asked me about it, and I know, because even if you ask your girlfriend, like, oh, is it that time of the month?
Who?
Bitch, you're gonna get checked. And they're gonna be like, excuse me?
No, you're right.
And
Which I've never done.
But no, I know. But that's also something that maybe we need to change how we respond to it. Or maybe how, because if I send somebody this app, maybe this is speaking in a dream world with a very considerate partner, right? Say your partner and their family have this huge thing that revolves a lot of, that requires a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, hey, do you and your partner want to go? He'll be like, let me see. And then if it's in that really depressive state, you'll be like, fuck, she's probably not going to want to go. Yeah, I'll go. I'll see if she wants to, but she's probably not going to make it. You know, some shit like that. Like, this is the future. If we could just understand each other's biological needs, women too, you know, men have biological needs. We know this. And, and I don't know, it might be a better world if we just stop being children about our bodies.
Like, stop beating around the bush about it. And
yeah.
Because listen, we've all had the old talk, the old birds and the bees, flowers in the trees from our parents or our guardians, you know, people who are older than us, who we trust to, you know, it's the icebreaker. It's like, hey, this is how the world works. This is how things are. This is how people are made and created. Like it's all explained from, like, at least for me, it was explained from a very biological standpoint, and the other aspects of the journey that come with it, I feel like you learn about yourself over time.
Cut them off.
I win. That's another aspect to it that you don't really explain to people. It's just something you discover for yourself, I think.
Yeah.
As I found out.
And again, probably because their parents didn't know either.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah, could be.
For
Totally.
them to know.
Totally. But this is, I gotta say, that was probably first time I've ever been able to not been able to, but the first time I've actually had a just an open, honest discussion about something
I
like
love
this.
that.
It's
And
great.
again, I've been telling all the guys this. Do you know you also have a hormonal cycle?
What's your perspective of our hormonal
I was like,
cycle?
not you specifically.
What's my hormonal cycle, Ruth?
Well, this morning, Nick. No,
You don't want to know what I did this morning.
You know what? I do know because of your biological.
I have needs.
And I won't apologize.
I'm not sorry. But what is it from your perspective? What is it? I'm very curious.
Just what Google has told me is that it's spring, summertime. You guys are at your peak. Your testosterone's up there, trying to fucking reproduce before wintertime. And then same thing. Your shit is daily. Ours is monthly. Yours is daily. You guys are at your peak in the morning, and then your testosterone slowly like dwindles throughout the day.
The old morning.
Yep. Exactly that. Yeah, no, exactly that.
Yeah.
And so, that's probably why you guys, it's easy. I don't want to say you guys, but I would say a lot of the men I've met it's easier for them to get up in the morning than women.
When you say get up in the morning.
Both, Nick, both.
This is what it's all about.
Yep. Here we are.
We went in, no script. We don't need a script. We don't need bullet points. So this is good. All right. See, we're discovering, we're discussing, and
we're discovering each other's bodies, Nick. Anyway, but yeah, this is like fuck, man. Yes.
But I agree. I think you raise a very good point. If this is something that I feel like is just talked about more.
Honestly, though, it kind of pisses me off because it and some people are really going to hate me for this, but it almost gives reason to why men are distrusting in women in powerful positions. Because some of them, me, for example, my emotions are really high and hard to control in these states, in these different phases.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about that lately.
Mm.
And you know what? None of us want to admit it, and probably why none of us talk about it, because we don't want to admit that there is something different in us that makes us feel differently. It's just like, I don't want to fucking admit that, yeah, I'm acting a little fucking out of pocket this time because my body's telling me so, and what are you going to do about it type of thing.
I get that. And
it's
I guess that, like, what you just explained was one of the things that I guess in the back of my mind, I always felt is what was being thought about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's not that at any point in time I felt afraid to ask questions. Just, why point it out?
Yeah.
Or, not out of fear or concern in any way. It was just, nobody wants to feel like secluded or separated from anyone else or anything else. So why point it out or ask? But this is good.
This is good. I think it just has to change. What I have to get used to is not having black or white thinking.
Yeah.
Black and white thinking? Black or white thinking? Whatever.
Black and white, yeah.
Black and white.
Black and white.
And just, the things can be adapted to, things can change, and just because you're fearful of one thing doesn't mean it's going to end up that way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Boy, we talked brat summer.
Period.
Demure.
Demure.
The menstruation, the old periodic table. But we're learning.
The menstrual cycle.
Oh,
you're not going to give me that?
I'll give it to you. 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 I thought I didn't connect the dot right away. So I was about to say, I just said that.
What about us?
Yeah. What did I do? See how my mind went right away to what did I do? What? Damn it, woman. Tell me, what did I do?
What now? Yeah.
What other things need explanation? Because I asked about demure brat summer. We figured it out together right here, right now, today. I was today years old when I figured this out.
Okay.
What other things need explanation?
Okay, I asked the guys before. Well, I didn't ask them, but we were talking about how it is fucking cold out in the streets of dating. What's your opinion and your experience
Good
on
night.
it? Pass all the way through.
I'll bite. Sorry, what was your question?
You don't have to.
Well, no. I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm here to discuss and talk.
Do you find it difficult to connect with women right now?
Connect.
Women our age, like
Here's the thing.
Trouble dating? I don't know.
Connect. I don't think so. No, but there's a membrane you have to cross first before I feel like you can connect to someone in the dating world. Even just every day, like when you meet people, I feel like there's so much. There's from what, like, I feel like our parents talked about when they were in the game, or friends who are older, family older than us. When they talk about it and ask how it's going, I can definitely tell they're coming from a position of less membrane from when they were able to connect with somebody. Today, I feel like there's just more fluff. We have. And I don't want to be this guy,
what
but
do you mean?
The reality of it is that they're like fluff. There's more things that we look at in people that I feel like
distract us?
Yes, that normally I feel like we wouldn't give the time of day. Circumstances I feel like we wouldn't even consider. Like, I'm not even really sure if I'm explaining this right, but from my perspective, at least as a guy, when I guess I'm trying to approach a woman in this day and age, I feel like there's hoops I'm trying to jump through more. Like, am I wearing what's in? Am I saying the right things? Am I that?
Oh.
I feel like we construct because of how quickly these trends, like we were just talking about earlier, pop up. Like, how well in the know are you? And I feel like that, to a degree, may add some sort of value to your person.
That's if you give importance to what is in the trend now.
You're right.
I feel like if you kind of stay focused to whoever you are and whatever you like and whatever you're into, that's what you should focus on, and not what's the most likable thing. What do I need to catch up with to be,
No, but whether you can ignore it or not, it doesn't change the fact that it's still there. Yeah. That's my struggle, Ruth.
No, Nick, you need to stand your fucking ground and be like, I don't know this shit. You do? Cool, that's fine. Don't be like, don't try to, I don't know, fake it of trying to understand. Okay, I guess don't try to fake it just to, fit in anywhere with anything.
I'm going to fake it. No, I'm kidding.
No,
you're right. No, and I never felt like I have.
Do you feel like you have pressure to fit in with what's going on? Do you feel like you don't fully, fit into whatever culture is going on right now? I don't feel like I fit in. I am definitely an outsider. I'm one of these outside people who
I feel like
are doing my own thing, and then I'm just kind of enjoying what the rest of the, sheep, if you will, as you've been saying and seeing. Yeah. And I've just been enjoying and seeing what they do. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's fun. Good for you guys,
Okay.
And whoever is willing to also understand you on this side of the world, it kind of earns that part. And you shouldn't have to fight your way to understand what's happening here. Fuck that. Don't spend your time or mental capacity to try to do something that's not fitting with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Nevertheless, there's this atmosphere, and
there is an atmosphere.
There's this atmosphere that, when we were in high school, I feel like wasn't even there before.
Same.
I know I'm not putting the right words to this. I know I'm not describing this right. Maybe if I had some time to...
You just feel like you don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I've felt that my
don't
entire
get it.
life. I don't fucking get it. Growing up as a child, even with my family, I'm like, why are we all here? Like hanging
Ruth,
out.
it's Christmas.
No, literally, you can see pictures of me as a child just pissed off in the corner, fucking angry face, just like, why the fuck are we doing
Why
this
the
right
hell
now?
are we here?
Same with SeaWorld. My family has this joke. I was just like, this is just a big fish, just like seeing Shamu. Meanwhile, the rest of my family's having the time of their life looking at Shamu, and I'm like, well,
Hey,
there's a lot of people. This is not worth it for a giant fish.
hey
Not
man,
down.
Shamu is a national treasure. You put some respect on it.
And I cried in the movie, in all the fucking SeaWorld movies. Oh, God. Anyway,
sad
but yeah,
movies.
yeah. There's just some of us that don't get it, and that's fine. We are the ones that need to be preserved and to be, like, taken accounted for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
But it's just because there's that mass that's louder and there's more of them. That's why they take the center stage.
We're, things move so quickly and rapidly now. More than ever. More than ever. And I think I just get in my own head about it because I there's this sensation that that I'm not meeting certain marks or quotas before I even were to make an approach because of just how loud this noise is now. How quickly word travels, how quickly expectations have been set, no matter how silly or ridiculous they may be. It doesn't mean it's not there. It doesn't mean you're not hearing it, and it doesn't mean you could apply it subconsciously.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it doesn't affect you.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the part I feel like I'm still trying to navigate my way around. And I'm not tripping over it. I'm not losing sleep much over it.
Much.
I haven't slept in 3 days.
Don't make me laugh. I have to pee. But I'm trying.
Oh no.
But I'm trying to stay here.
It's your podcast.
It's my podcast. No. Actually, I can't. But Nick, do you want to share a few words for the people while I take a break? That's how you know we've been drinking a lot because I have to pee in the middle of an hour. Not even middle, close, less than. I'll be back.
Go.
Bye.
I'll entertain. She's gone. It's just me now. So yeah. Hello. I will say this. I know she's not here right now, but I can honestly say that having Ruth as a friend, having known Ruth for some time, her inviting me on this show has been nothing short of a blessing. And, you know, any of us lucky enough to have this woman in our lives, I drink tea. Ooh, let me refill before I make a toast. I can't quite toast two. Let's try this again, shall we? Any of those watching who are lucky enough to have this woman in our lives, cheers to you. Anyway, anything we may have botched or messed up in our discussion or explanation, please feel free to correct us in the comment section down below. And please be gentle. I'm being very honest. I don't quite follow the trends as closely as others do, or as closely as I should, maybe. But please feel free to correct us in the comment section below if we botch anything. But if you feel like you can connect to what we just discussed about in what topic she had brought up, the dating world, yeah, I'm botching that completely. I'm not putting the right words to the description. Share your comments. Share your experiences because that's what it's all about. Open discussion. And yeah, going back to the other thing, don't be afraid of change. Change is good. Change is a positive thing. It's scary at first. We naturally tend to be afraid of the unknown because there's solace in, I don't want to say your redundant cycles, but there's solace in your routines. And to grow and to be better, you have to break outside of those barriers. So don't be too intimidated by them, because that's where a lot of the fun stuff tends to be. And I've been very blessed to have met people along the way, her especially, to help me see and realize that. So, yeah, feel free to share that in the comment section down below. What change has occurred that brought you something you didn't expect to find? What else did we talk about? All right. I really do mean that. This was honestly the first time I felt like I could talk about our, shall we say, biological differences in such an open, honest discussion. And it felt like a healthy thing. I feel like she's coming back. Is she coming back? Hey, she's back.
What did I miss?
Nothing. I stood here by myself. Contemplating. Chugging this whole thing. No, I just did a little recap on what we talked about.
Yeah, bringing up Colin, he is a coworker of ours, and we just finished having a drink with him. And yeah, he brought up some good points.
You gotta have Colin on the show.
I want to have him so bad, but I think I gotta ease him into it. We gotta butter him up a little bit.
Yeah, butter him up. I'll be on here with him. I'll be on here with Colin.
I would love to have him and like 2 other guys with him. He is a man whisperer. The way that at the bar, I've seen him talk to some dudes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like trying so hard to understand them and what they're saying. And I want to say some female shit back. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's when you like Nat Geo it. It's just like, here we have a group of men. Mm-hmm. You just write down notes.
Somehow talking about their feelings, and they understand each other.
In our own way.
In their own way. They don't say many words, but they say the right words.
Yes.
Yeah, and and I just stand back and watch. I'm like, oh, this is very interesting.
You know the old running joke when a group of guys can go out on the golf course for like 4 or 5 hours a day, and when they come home to their wives, like, so how's Todd doing? It's like, I don't
know. Yeah, man. When fucking they know some cheese man, but all they got was like the final product. Meanwhile, women want to know how it got there, where it started,
y'all want to know
what led
dirt.
up to it. We want to know the tea.
The dirt.
I don't know why, but we do.
I don't know.
Live for that shit.
I don't know.
I live for that shit.
It's like candy.
Sure.
It's like sweetness to y'all.
Why aren't you interested in details? Men. Can you speak for men?
It's not so much that we're not interested in details. I think we have this ability, and maybe we do it to the extreme, I will admit, but I feel like we have this ability to sort of tell ourselves, like, unless this affects how I wake up and go to sleep, I'm not going to let it bother me. And by bother me, allow it into my life to affect me however possible, minor or major.
Meanwhile, every little thing is thought about in our heads.
Right. But I'm talking about chisme specifically.
Yeah.
You know, the tea.
Oh, you guys just don't care because it doesn't affect you directly.
Well, it's not that we don't care, but we don't think to ask a lot of the time because I guess subconsciously we're just so... I feel like the male mind is so based on logistics and, you know, it could be our downfall sometimes, I will admit, but, you know, we're just so... We tend to be a bit more analytical, and you know, we don't even know where to start, like what questions to ask sometimes.
You think that's a biological thing too? Like somewhere in the caveman era, like men were just going out getting food and all this shit.
We ain't got time for gossip.
They did all the hard work. Meanwhile, the women are looking over the details of like, this motherfucker didn't clean the goddamn meat, and we're all gonna get sick.
You know what you did?
It's like, it's not.
You killed the buffalo.
We're not.
You brought it home and you didn't clean it.
It's not that we're ungrateful that you
It
fucking...
sounds pretty ungrateful to me.
It's just like there's other things to think about. And you guys aren't thinking about it. I'm telling you, it's something in evolution that's led us here.
Well, here's the part where my mind gets blown.
What?
Y'all will ask, well, why didn't you clean the meat?
No, because we feel bad. You spent all day hunting that shit. Least we could do is bitch about it to ourselves or the other women.
What? Excuse me. But that's the part that blows my mind. That's a question that I've been asked before.
What?
I've forgotten to do
Why
something.
did you clean the meat?
Not going off that.
What?
I forgot to do something, and I was asked why I forgot to do it. Like I had a reason.
Yeah, see, we think there's some like fucking motive behind it when you guys just go.
No, there's no Can't I just be stupid?
No, no.
Can't I just be stupid? Can't I just be preoccupied with other things in my life? And it just directed me in the opposite direction.
Doesn't make sense.
I can live with that. I can live with being stupid. It's like, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was distracted by this other thing. I have no reason to forget that or forget to do that. I'm not an asshole here, but it makes me feel like I'm being an asshole.
No, we have a lot of questions we still need to get
There's
through.
no winning. There's no winning.
There's no winning. There's only this one table that we can share and try to understand each other. Look, we talked about periods. We talked about
May I say,
summer.
and I I mean this in the most amazing way possible. This is, if you told me this morning that I was going to wrap up the day
to talk about my period and my experience.
I would have taken that bet.
You wouldn't have been so eager to fucking come on.
No, not at all. I just would. This is not how I imagined the day to end. But I wouldn't have wanted to end any other way.
Look at that. Now we're closer. Cheers.
Exactly.
Woo. That flew by. I know it was short, but still flew by.
Oh, you meant the clock.
What else? I want to hear what else would have flown by, Nick.
It's my blue humor coming out. A couple drinks in, whiskey in, a couple whiskeys in. Yeah, that's my dirty humor coming out.
That wasn't so bad.
No, this was good. I liked it a lot.
What is it? Neat?
Did you?
When it doesn't have anything in it? What?
Yeah. Did you ever try the whiskey I brought you from Ireland?
No.
What?
It's because I'm like waiting for a special ice cube.
What?
I can't just have it. Nick got me this really cute little Jameson
from the distillery
shot from the distillery, and
in
I've
Dublin.
been waiting so that I could drink it properly. Like I want to have a really cute like cube or ball ice cube or something in a glass and then drink over it. In
fairness, I got the massive bottle, the big bottle of triple distilled. I haven't opened it yet either, so I understand.
Oh, okay. See, you haven't even opened it.
I haven't opened it yet.
And I have a little shot. Yeah, see,
I was asking. I was genuinely curious.
Yeah. No, I haven't, but I want to wait. You tried it though, right? Before over there? Mm-hmm. That type?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was really good.
All right. We should do it for... No, I wasn't going to wait for a next one. I'm just going to drink it now.
You're just going to drink it?
I'm just going to drink it. I mean, I'm still going to wait for an ice cube. I'm going to have a nice ice cube. You know what? I have these mushroom molds. Oh, shit. Okay. We're going to close.
Closing.
Closing.
We did it.
Thanks
for having me on.
For coming back for
this was
another
amazing.
Check-in. This one was fun.
Yeah. We learned some things. It's kind of in the new format of not really being an interview, but more of a hangout. So I hope you guys are used to it because this is what it's going to be. It's just fun, and it is what it is. And I hope you guys take something from it, like Brat summary periods. Get with it. I'm here for it. I love it.
All right. Love you, friends. Bye.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
See you next time.